again.
Hello. Is this the Airbuds podcast? I said, is this the Airbuds podcast? It's a podcast about basketball.
You're on with Mike.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this Mike? Is this the one with the huge wiener?
Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Is there another regular size wiener guy on the show?
It's me.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up. Glad I got the right number.
So what are you calling it about?
Fucking improv game over. Welcome to the show.
Improv game over should be the thing we say in the final episode to close it out.
Improv game over is a great name for an improv team, I think, too.
Yeah.
Might be taken.
Jamal, what is that hat? Jamal is wearing a hat with an alien on it, and I'm very curious about it.
But also a baseball, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a baseball alien. Or they are a baseball alien.
Sorry, I don't mean to gender your baseball alien.
Nah, it's all good, because I did the same shit. It's a minor league team. It's like the 51ers, Area 51ers or something.
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Like the Vegas 51s or something like that. But I mean, come on.
Pretty good hat.
It rules, right?
Yeah. Happy basketball. Peter, is it happy basketball for you?
I have been consistent on this podcast that I hate this basketball team known as the Cleveland Cavaliers. I've been consistent.
You was the only one.
Since the All-Star break, I was like, oh no, fuck them forever. They are a bunch of absolute clowns. And they're getting what they deserve. Donovan Mitchell sliding out of Cleveland with a calf strain. Somehow proving to us that Rudy Gobert was the better trade between the two of them, which is so embarrassing.
Well, it seems like it's a push now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. They're at least 2-2, and
yeah, fair. That is a little better.
I don't know. The more embarrassing they can lose tomorrow, the better for the future of the Cavs. They need to fire their coach. They need. Well, you got to be more specific because I could talk about a few people. We could talk about
the fat bastard is the entire team. The entire team.
JB Bickerstaff, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, you saw it a little bit in the game tonight. Like, if they would have just kept letting Darius and Evan figure it out for the last year and a half, maybe they still would have lost 2 first-round playoff matches, but they wouldn't have sacrificed their confidence and their flow for Donovan Mitchell, who just is convinced that he is him, for lack of a better way to articulate it, which, like, I just think, like, yes, he outdueled the Celtics for 1 game. Congratulations. They missed a bunch of shots, but, like, you're just, I just can't, I'm ready for him to go, man. Miami, wherever, just go, dude. Just go fulfill your mid all-star status somewhere else. It was great. Wish you all the best. I'm like, we still have more hope than half the league with Darius and Evan, and we need to find a coach who's going to be able to, like, work with them to kind of push them to a place. And we just need an adult coach. We need an adult coach. JB Bickerstaff is 3 little rascals stacked on top of each other in a trench coat trying to get a bank loan. That's what he is.
In a warm up, in a quarter zip.
Yeah. It's like the Monstars trying to, like, steal the powers, but, like, and he's just like always yelling at the refs, and I'm like, you're just yelling at the refs because you don't know how to call a play.
Why didn't it go the way that I wanted it to go? That's what he's yelling at the refs.
Ostensibly, yes. That's a great impression of JB Bickerstaff. Yeah.
Do you think
it's fine? It's fine.
Adult coach is a real job, like people that coach porn stars?
Ooh.
And can I get that job?
I think that's a fluffer in their world.
Yeah, wait. So you're talking about, like, a life coach or, like, a career coach for porn stars?
Yeah. Somebody who's motivating the porn star.
Don't you think that like the career path is pretty set for them in terms of like how it goes?
For most of them, but for the
got,
special ones, you gotta have a real plan, you know.
Plus, you gotta watch out. You must start messing with the wrong director. They have you smoking meth and shit. You gotta be careful with that.
Yeah. Oh, you need to go for 3 hours for the shoot. Smoke some meth so you can't come.
Mike, do you just want to be like a financial advisor?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to be a cum advisor.
Yeah, I'm trying to have my pants off when I'm at work, bro. What you mean?
But if you're the coach, you're just advising that. You're not actually participating in it.
Yeah, but I'm on the sidelines jacking off the entire time.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
He's on the sidelines.
Improv game over. I don't know. Fuck my team. They're the least interesting team left.
I'd have to agree.
And it's not even close. Is every other series 2-2? You think so, right? Shit.
I believe so, yeah. Nuggets and Timberwolves are now 2-2, which prompted you guys to cancel our bet that we had, and I...
Whoa. Cancel is the wrong word to use there. Double your money.
Cash out our bet.
There we go.
Bruh, we had to cash that out, Benner. What are you talking about? The Wolves embarrassed themselves in the Target Center.
For anyone that hasn't been listening, Peter convinced us to do a $100 bet for the Wolves to make the finals, and it was looking like we were going to win $1,000, and then things got close with the Nuggets, and we bought out the bet, and I don't know. I would have liked to have written it out. It was only $30.
Man, you just wanted to lose $30 then, Benner.
You could just Venmo Jamel. Well, you can't Venmo him. You could Apple Pay Jamel $30 if anytime you want to get that feeling.
Yeah, if you just wanted to lose $30, I'll take your $30 because you know damn well the Wolves is losing this series now. All they had to do was split at home, and they could not do it.
I don't know. It's 2-2 right now, and they're still very good.
I don't know, son.
It is crazy. I can't remember a series where no home team has won going into the fifth game.
It must have happened before. It must have, and I don't think Basketball Reference could even has the engine has the server power to find it. But I know it happened.
Peter,
it's called Freaky Friday.
I don't know. So you guys are convinced the Nuggets are going to win the series, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think going back home, they're going to get it together, man. What is it like? Freaky Friday is only a 90-minute movie. It can't last forever.
I would say, though, there's a playoff vibe. It made me think of kind of like Miami Heat a little bit in some of their Eastern Conference bouts where like they were going to get up against like young Paul George, Pacers, Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, where like you are kind of punched in the mouth by like an up and coming team, and then you just
remember, oh, we're better.
Yeah, but they also like have forced Denver. Like I feel like still whoever comes out of this series is still probably going to be the NBA champion. That to me feels honestly, if you wanted to parlay your $30 that you won, Benner, into another bet, I would bet, on $15 on the Nuggets and $15 on the Wolves to win the championship now, because I feel like you're going to get
either one of those would turn into some cash.
That's my hunch. I think so.
Now I'm back on Boston.
No, Boston, don't take them seriously.
Well,
Don't let fucking Max Strus and the gaggle of white dudes, Dean Wade and Sam Merrill. Is Georgie Yang white?
I think he's.
Now see here, Tracy. It's impolite to slurp one's soup.
Yeah, I think he's Alec Baldwin doing a Tracy Morgan impression.
I mean, the next clip of that is him doing if you keep playing that clip, it's him doing like a full 30 seconds as Tracy Jordan's father.
Yeah.
In like full black voice.
Yeah, he's just being Red Fox.
I think George Niang is.
I think he even says collard greens.
Yeah, he was. His father was born and raised in Senegal. So yeah.
Yeah.
Was he French? Was he French in Senegal?
Oh, right. There's a whole colonizing aspect to that.
Yeah. His dad is Senegalese and his mom is a baguette, nigga. His mom is a baguette that is third generation French royalty.
Remember when you had George Niang on Spinsters and he just tried to fuck?
What?
That is a deep pull, and yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, he was just flirting the entire time, like so hard.
Listen, man, if there's one thing you know about George Niang, it's that he's going to shoot a shot.
That's true.
And it's most likely not going to go in, too.
I love that you I feel like George Niang is one of those players that everyone that has never had them on their team is like, we could use a George Niang. And now that like he's been on the Sixers, he's been on the Cavs, we both know the pain of having George Niang on our teams.
But it looks cool like once a month.
He has never missed the playoffs in his entire career, including a two-way contract with the fucking Pacers. I think we talked about it, but just fuck.
He's godly.
Don't let the Cavs fool you into thinking that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have, like, if the Celtics went down 2-0 to the Wolves in the second round, would you have the same confidence that the Celtics would be able to, like...
All I'm saying is that $15, I would put 15 on the Nuggets and I would put 15 on the Celtics.
All right, you want me to do it right now? You doubling down your money?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
right,
do it.
I'll tell you the odds while you guys talk.
All right, fine. You know what? Let's take our winnings and do one more bet all together.
All right.
Because if we're gonna lose it again anyway, I mean, fuck it. This has to be the Celtics' best chance, and especially if they end the series early. All other series are going 7.
Yeah.
So they get Porzingis back. They get Porzingis back for the East Final.
Wow. The Celtics right now are minus 135 to win the championship.
They're the favorites.
Yeah. So you have to bet $135, Benner, to win 100.
Well, that's ridiculous. I don't want to do that anymore.
I don't want to do that.
Nuggets are 370. Plus
370?
Yeah. So you put down $100, you win $370.
I would bet on the Nuggets.
Man, now you bet on the Nuggets. Now you love the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Benner's crazy. Benner's out of his mind.
The Wolves are still plus 800, which I feel like if they win tonight, I don't know.
Are we going to bet on the Wolves again?
They have to win tonight, which none of us really think they're going to win tonight. You can't realistically think they're going to win tonight.
I think they're going to win tonight. I was just ready to bet on the Nuggets, and now I'm saying the Wolves are going to win tonight.
In the hero's journey of basketball, it's just not Anthony Edwards' time, right? He needs like one more kick in the nuts in the second round of the playoffs.
If he is really Michael Jordan, he has to get kicked in the nuts 5 straight times.
Yeah.
Right. Michael Jordan didn't advance in the playoffs until his 7th year, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what was crazy about that fucking Wolves game is like if you just take out the last 7 seconds of the first half, they basically are in a nail biter to win that fucking game.
Yeah, and that's how these playoffs games go, bro. You have one off first quarter, and then you spend the whole time playing even.
Nuggets right now, if we each took $15 of our winnings and we bet $45 to win the championship, is $211.
I mean, I like that more than the Celtics. I'll say that.
Yeah, me too. Going back to the closest of playoff games, did you guys know that the Knicks beat the Sixers in that series by 1 point?
Like across all games?
Together, entirely, they outscored the Sixers by 1 point.
Jesus, man.
Do you feel like, speaking of the Knicks, do you feel like Doris Burke doesn't get to talk a lot when she's on the call with JJ Redick and Mike Breen?
JJ Redick, I think, does not like Doris Burke, and it comes through in the broadcast.
I couldn't tell if it was a bit or if it was real.
Yeah. What's going on there?
I think JJ Redick is an asshole.
They had some sort of disagreement early on, and obviously JJ Redick, above all else, I definitely think he believes that only people who have played in the NBA are qualified to talk about the NBA. That's what I think about him the most.
I just want to hear. You could also just I just want to hear Doris Burke talk more. She's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
that's all. I'd like to hear her talk more.
Well, maybe we need to get this man hired in LA. Get him out the booth. Let Doris talk.
All right. Do you think JJ Redick is a head coach of a basketball team this coming season?
No.
And it's probably the Lakers, right?
It would have to be the Lakers if it was going to be anything, but I think he's loving his media career too much, it seems like. He's got a podcast with LeBron. He's on, ABC calling games. He is kind of the darling of NBA media right now, in an annoying fashion to me because I can't stand him. But I don't think he gives all that up to go be a coach.
You do get paid a lot of money to be a coach.
And I honestly think it's the same time commitment. If you're hosting 2 podcasts and you work for ESPN, you probably get more time. You probably have more time to yourself.
That's a great point. That's a really, really strong point.
You're not talking in front of millions of people for 5 hours a week if you're an NBA coach, really. I guess maybe you are. I don't know. You're on the podium a lot.
Yeah. Those YouTube videos get a lot of hits.
Budenholzer is probably still getting paid by Milwaukee, I will assume, without looking it up, and just signed a $50 million deal to have a front row seat to watch Kevin Durant and Devin Booker's careers totally implode.
Yeah, I don't see that fit there. I don't know. Is Coach Bud, was he actually good? I don't know.
I think he was. I mean, he took a group and he had them overachieving. That makes me think that the coach was good.
Well, it makes me think that Giannis was like, I'm fucking winning a championship no matter what.
In spite of booty? In spite of booty holers?
He still won. It's Bud Booty Holers!
I'm glad you like that one, Peter.
Spidey Booty Holer should be like a Spider-Man in the multiverse. It's just a Spider-Man who's just fucking people in the butt all the time.
Uh-huh.
God,
yeah.
Mike.
Yep. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
As any man from Queens would.
I saw Spidey Booty Holer on the A train.
I saw a spider booty holer.
Oh my God.
Jamel, the Washington Wizards officially have the number 2 pick in the upcoming NBA draft. How do you feel about it?
What people are calling historically one of the worst NBA drafts of all time.
Of all time. Worse than Michael Carter Williams' year?
I saw a clip of the Bill Simmons podcast where Priscilla said he was texting an executive who said it would be like drafting with the first pick someone with the ceiling of Tobias Harris.
Oh man.
And and then the Hawks get the first pick when they weren't supposed to. Spurs have every other lottery pick available.
Yeah, Spurs are what? They have number 3 and number 14. Is that right?
It's like 4 and 8.
Well, is this coming year the year you really tear it down?
Well, I think we're still tearing. We got to keep tearing. Kuz might get traded.
You got to tear and Culkin this thing?
Because you might as well, because the pick is more valuable than the person. Based off all these reports,
Peter,
right?
with the deep cut Culkin reference. Who is Taron Culkin? I don't even know Taron Culkin.
Yeah,
it's like Kieran Culkin, but it's just Taron Culkin. He's tearing it down.
What?
Oh, so there's no Taron Culkin.
It's Kieran Culkin.
Kieran Culkin, got it.
Sure is. Hell yeah. I'm standing by it.
Kieran Culkin as a corporate raider.
Yeah. Like him firing the studio exec. By the way, I think him firing the studio exec in Succession is one of my favorite scenes in television history.
It's fantastic. He's fantastic. Succession rules.
And that actor, that woman playing the exec, was on screen for like 35 seconds and nailed every fucking Hollywood executive to a fucking to a wall. It was so good. Oh, she was amazing.
Yeah. You know that she's been on a lot of Generals for sure.
I mean, I looked up that actor. I was like, oh, you've been in everything. Every TV show ever. I was like, good for you.
I've been on a lot of Generals too.
I am the General.
Yeah, a lot of Washington Generals. Huh?
To the General and save some time.
Man, fuck the Wizards.
I
just wanted to say that out loud because.
Is the 2025 draft?
Because we went off on a Kieran Culkin tangent and we're trying to get us back. Yeah.
This is the year of the Spurs. It's not really about us.
But next year, if you guys suck, could you get that big white kid from Duke? Isn't he going to be the number 1 pick?
Cooper. Oh, Piakowski or whatever.
I thought it was
Flipamowski.
Flag.
Flipakowski. Cooper Flag is the young large white man that everybody wants. He's like out of high school right now.
Yeah, so he'll be around next season, right?
I like that you assumed he went to Duke already.
I'm just assuming, right?
He is white enough to be there.
Grabbed his tiki torch and marched on down there.
Yeah. I guess that's the plan, is to tank again for next year, or I don't fucking know.
Peter, how does it feel that all the people that had tiki torches and were chanting "Jews will not replace us" are now pro-Israel?
You know, Mike, it checks a lot of boxes for me in a lot of ways. Boy, I'll save my real thoughts for the Patreon, maybe.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah. He went for the wind up and he stepped off the mound. Yeah.
I have thoughts that I will communicate in another time.
It feels like it's a very complicated time to be a Jewish person.
Well, yeah, you know, it's not the best, it's not the worst.
But maybe now particularly more so.
You know, some might say that I've been arguing with some of my family members about this scenario happening for years. Some might articulate a lean towards the right of a war-hungry megalomaniac who walked right into a honeypot to basically turn the world against him and probably also reelect Donald Trump at the same time. You know, who could have seen it coming, other than any reasonable Jewish person who just thought about, you know, we'll save it for the Patreon. How about that?
You know what y'all biggest problem is? Y'all was slaves before the records were good enough. You know what I'm saying? So we were slaves a little late.
Hash from the Sopranos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because we like being black in America is like you just get to just ignore all of Africa, bro. Like, Africa's fucked up every other fucking year. Nigga, Hotel Rwanda happened in real life. And I don't got to walk around and look over my shoulder like, is anybody going to be mad if I feel like being happy I'm black today?
Well, there's currently a whole genocide happening in the Congo right now too. That
Yeah,
nobody's talking about.
And because I don't know where my great grandparents is from, I get to just break dance.
Just like wait till man. That Don't mention the Sudan either.
Girl, it's all bad.
All right, well, time for business. Go to patreon.com/airbetspod where we will be talking genocide this week.
Get my thoughts on Yemen on the Patreon this week. Yeah, so hoping the Wizards tank.
Yeah. We ain't even talk about the Knicks Pacers for real. We brought up
right.
Knicks Pacers for 1 second, and then Benner immediately made it about the Sixers.
Tonight. I mean, by the time
I brought up the Knicks
this.
myself to talk about the Sixers and the score. We haven't even this is the first time the Pacers have been mentioned.
I mean,
do you think? All right, it's very chicken or the egg. I feel like with the Knicks, and as a Knicks fan, I feel like I can best articulate this on this podcast. Are they the way they are because Tibbs plays them too much, or is Tibbs playing them too much because of the way they are with their injuries?
I mean, I think Tibbs is doing what they have to do to win, and now they're just running out of bodies. They're out of bodies. There's no one left.
It did feel like them losing that Nembhard step back in Game 3 really feels like it swung the series in a way where, I don't know. Maybe the vibes are, I don't know. Maybe they get through it tonight, but let's see. I don't know what.
Peter, you should go. It's at MSG, right?
Well, I don't doubt. MSG counts. MSG counts as a guy. They get to have a million guys on the floor in the Garden, as we all know. So, like, they could win this game, but they don't have Anunoby. They have to play Alec Burks. It just doesn't seem like that's a recipe for success.
So right now the Pacers are minus 130 to win the series.
Oh wow,
Feels right. I think so.
What are the Pacers to win the finals?
Oh man, what are the Pacers to win the finals? I love this.
This is our bet. This is our bet, guys.
Listen, let's split $15 on the Pacers. Each of us puts in $5, and we put 15 on the Pacers. Yeah. That is what I'm willing to do.
If we we each put in 5. All right, so $15 would win us $690, baby.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Which is madness.
You won me $30, and now I'm like, let's bet. I'm addicted now.
God damn.
This is like the first time I did drugs with you, Benner, and we were walking around Coachella, and you're like, I love drugs. Drugs are making me happy. I'm a better person now. Things are great.
Well, no, I had done plenty of drugs before that. It was specifically Molly. Oh,
that's right. That's right.
That was the first time I did Molly, and I was like, I like myself. I don't like. What is this feeling?
You immediately turned into Doug the dog from Up. You were like, I am happy. I love everything around me. You are great. You are also great. Let's love.
Yep.
All right, $15 bet placed on behalf of the Buds for $690 when the Pacers win the championship. You know, they do look like a team that is believing in themselves in a fun way. And
they got all the pieces, and they're getting that early Warriors run with a lot of hurt guys. They get to keep playing teams with hurt guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Pacers have been just about the same odds now as the Wolves did to get out of the West. They're plus 90 to get out of the East. And I would say the bet is how I would talk us into a $15 bet for them to win the East is you're betting on the Knicks running out of gas, which they basically have, and you're just betting on Joe Mazzulla and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown throwing up a stinker at least 2 to 3 times.
Stinky boys.
Which they're guaranteed to do at least in Game 2, it seems like.
And Yeah, at least in game 2. But also, I don't know. The Pacers are so much more athletic than the Cavs. They have a real coach. Halliburton seems like, again, would you rather have Donovan Mitchell or Tyrese Halliburton for the next 5 years?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Not even close, right? Would you rather have Donovan Mitchell or Jalen Brunson for the next 5 years?
That might be a toss-up. It depends on if they start calling the fouls that they swore that they were going to call, like the stop short and let a guy run into you and foul that like was apparently outlawed 2 years ago, but Jalen Brunson still gets to do. Like that's like 10 points a game for him is from that call that is supposed to be illegal.
Do you think that he just harkens to like some part of the referees like love for the 90s as well? Back when like Dick Bavetta was like, 47 years old or something, and like everything like do you think Brunson gets more love just because he plays in the mid-range so much?
Of course, and he's in the Garden. It's the most 90s thing of all time.
Yeah.
It's the best. Next season, guys, you got to come out. We got to go to a game. It's the best.
We have avoided the most pressing question. How stupid is Tyrese Halliburton's outfit going to be in this next game?
He dresses like an anime villain, and like a third-rate anime, like a bad anime too.
Yeah. He's a third-rate villain in a third-rate anime. He's not even like the main. He's like a side quest villain. He only gets one episode, and he looks crazy.
Yeah. And I don't even like it. Like I can't. Like, it doesn't even make me laugh when I see it.
For you,
Like,
this is like
God.
Yeah, you think Benner would love this?
Yeah.
A weird like remix of a Hasidic Jewish man's whole essence.
Okay, wait. I was gonna ask, what's the vibe of the Jewish people in anime? Is it?
Well, they don't
not
really
present at all.
I'm gonna say it's at about around a 0. They don't really represent Jewish guys.
I'm not enough of an anime fan to know, but I imagine it's the same treatment that like black people get in Slam Dunk.
Listen, black people get treated crazy in anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it weird that we have talked about Slam Dunk before we mentioned anything about the Mavs Thunder series?
Oh, I forgot that existed.
It's on par for us. They got to start putting Luka on the bench at the end of these games. Sub out for defense. He actually played a lot of defense, but it just seemed like he couldn't finish the game.
The only chance that, going back to our bet of like the Nuggets winning, like the only chance of, I feel like if the Mavs make it through the series somehow, it's a walk to the finals for the Nuggets or the Wolves because Luka's just so beat up.
Yeah, and also they're not good. like I like Luka, but like that is just not a good team. I know I mid-season I was like I reversed the Mavs are fraud take and said the Mavs are good, and now I'm like I don't think they're actually good. Like, who's the third best player on that team?
PJ Washington?
Yeah,
that's not good.
Historically, it's not good, but I thought he was good. He was good in that first half, and then I didn't get to see much of the third.
It's crazy. Sorry to be old and sorry to say something that nobody cares about because you guys are on the West Coast. It's insane to me that this fucking Wolves game is starting at 10:30 at night.
No, that is crazy.
Yeah, we don't like it here.
Like, it's not going to be done till 1 a.m. That's ridiculous.
Per Jason Kidd's request.
Oh my God.
Jason Kidd actually asked for a midnight start, but
yeah, he got pushed back on.
They compromised.
Yeah.
God.
Jason Kidd seems like a night owl.
Jason Kidd could only coach this team and no other team in the league. It's crazy how he found the perfect job.
They've definitely played well enough for like. They're not gonna like Luka's not gonna leave, right? Kind of did enough. Kyrie's cool.
Yeah, why would he leave? It's like it's your team, it's your thing. You guys, they win a playoff series every year, but they're just about right.
I think now that basically the most money you can make is by staying with the team that drafted you for the first decade of your career. Like he's going to be there for another 3-4 years. But I don't know. He's going to eventually want to go to like a more big market, right?
Washington.
Hey, come on up.
I think he and Jokic are going to want to play together at some point.
Where in Denver? Got to be Denver.
Croatia? Like where?
Yeah, they might go back to Madrid together, bro.
I don't know. They're best friends. They seem to love each other.
Are they best friends?
Oh my god, yeah. It's like documented. Like at the All-Star game, like they're they're inseparable.
They are a couple cutie pies.
Yeah. I think they're going to want to play together.
This guy I went to high school with, by the way, wrote this book about Jokic that's coming out. He was just on Zach Lowe's podcast. Shout out to Mike Singer.
Did you bully him? Can we have him on?
Yeah.
No, I didn't bully him. I just friended him on LinkedIn, and he accepted it. So we can have him on.
Yeah, let's have him on.
Nice.
Yeah, you want to come on to a dying podcast, Mike?
Yeah, say your final goodbyes.
We can be Eskimo brothers with the low post.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. That's all I want.
That's all I've ever wanted. Guys, let's wrap it up.
The same woman as Zach Lowe.
Perfect way to wrap.
Anything to plug? Jamel, you've got Memes and Nightmares coming out.
Yeah, look, if you're going to the Tribeca Film Festival, June 12th, I think the 13th and the 15th as well, they're playing a movie that I am starring in called Memes and Nightmares. Get a ticket if you're in New York. If you're not in New York, do not come to New York for this. I'm serious.
Well, Benner, are you going to come to New York for this?
Unless you're Benner.
Well, Jamel just told me not to come, so.
I said unless you're Benner.
Oh, okay, I'm coming. Yeah.
Yeah, Benner. And mixtape is tomorrow night, Wednesday.
And I'm going to keep on coming.
And we're all coming in there. It's going to be free. It's, at the Clubhouse in Los Angeles.
I ran into Garrick the other night.
Hey!
Out in Echo Park, yeah. He hung out for a while. It was great.
Nice. Yeah, his ass going to be in there.
Peter, anything to plug?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Jamel's movie screening on June 12th, Memes and Nightmares. You can catch me wearing numerous Airbud shirts underneath my suit, and I'm backing off Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be at Jamel's Premiere 2 getting jacked off, and Destroy All Neighbors out on DVD today.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. There's a DVD with my name on it. I guess that has happened before, but now it's a movie. So yeah.
Now it's not a scat film or whatever. It's like
no, it was Bob's Burgers season sets before in Danger Mouse, but now there's a movie with my my name on it out there with the DVD. Yeah.
Where should we buy it?
I have no fucking idea.
Discogs. Let's go.
Yeah. Happy basketball. We'll see you. I think we owe you guys 2 Patreon episodes this week because we didn't do one last week.
Probably.
I'm going to solve the Middle Eastern crisis on Patreon.
Hell yeah.
No one will be upset.
I